Hi there, y'all. Disney D Prince here again today. Today I am reviewing the Incredibles and Incredibles 2 dolls. Now, some of these are Disney Collection, and some of them are the Jakks Pacific. And so these are all pretty much the same dolls, just released by different companies for different exclusives. And now I do have one of these back here, the Disney Collection, Mr. Incredible, and he does talk. So he's not technically a regular doll because I could not find the doll version of him when I went looking. But all this has been sitting in my closet for months, and I was just done with them taking up too much space. So I'm going to take them all out and store them a better way until I can find a really fun way to display them. And now I don't have Dash, also because I couldn't find him. So he is missing from my collection, but I do have Edna, and I have both versions of Edna, which I love Edna. Edna Mode is the best superhero consultant in the biz, darling. Yes, darling. Of course, darling. Yes. So, without further ado, let's open these up because their boxes are already beat up because I got most of these at either Five Below or Dirt Cheap or like Tuesday Morning. It just depends. Like, I just kind of assembled these from various stores. But like this one's already like almost open. So let's get Edna and Jack out. So they open pretty easy. So we've got a better look at Edna. Now her glasses are actually magnifying, which is kind of fun to look at. So let's get Jack out because I think he's got the easiest way to come out. Just three little ties that hold him in. So Jack's arms move, his legs move so he can sit. He has very baby body, which I am okay with. He is cute. He is bae. Okay, and then Edna's just got, looking at this, he's just got a couple of things, darling. Just one more thing, yes, darling. Always one more thing. Oh, she's got one last thing holding her up here, darling. Yes, always track him. Save your marriage, darling. Are you just going to sit here and cry? No, you are going to fight, Elastigirl. Fight! You think she is going to take your man? Okay, so this is actually Incredibles 2 version of Edna Mode, which I love. She is so cute. She is not articulated at the elbows, which is a little disappointing. She does have articulation right here to where she could sit down next to Jack, but she's still pretty cute. So let's open up the other version of Edna and compare, because these might be the exact same doll, and I'm pretty sure they are. So we're just gonna pop it open like this, you know. Again, we are encountering a lot of plastic, and that's, you know, life in the toy collecting world, is you wind up with a lot of plastic byproducts. Oh gosh. So definitely not as easy to open as the other one, because like, look at all this that we have at the back. But such is life, right, darlings? But we're just going to pop Edna out like that, like so, darling. Of course, we made it fire protected. We have no idea what powers he's going to have, so we are going to contain her and protect her. Okay, I see no other little... Oh, she does have two at the very back over here. I was thinking we lucked out and she was just held in with tension at that point. But no, oh. Of course, darling, there's always one hidden. You never get everything on the first try. No, darling, of course not. Okay, so, while she does have a little bit, so she has the articulation here at the shoulder, but unfortunately, nothing at the elbows and the wrist. And again, nothing really at the knees or anything like that. So I'm a little upset that they put fully posable on the box. Ooh, come on, Edna. You're just flashing the camera back there. So these are really the exact same doll, which is fine. She has different outfits. I'm here for it. But a little disappointing because I thought this one was going to be more articulated. But it's fine. So let's look at Violet. And she was available like everywhere. Like I saw her at Target, I saw her at Walmart, I saw her all over the place. They hyped the shit out of Incredibles 2. Which, I mean, I get it. We waited like a decade for that movie to come out. But like, those toys were everywhere. They were everywhere, darling. You couldn't throw a stick without hitting Incredibles 2 toys. Oy. Always so much tape, plastic to hold, and tape and plastic to hold the tape and plastic together. My God. So many options. Okay, so she does have a like pleather outfit, which is really kind of fun. I thought it was going to be like spandex, but it is not. It is actually pleather, which is kind of a upgrade, I think. But I snipped a little bit of her hair there. That is the only downside to these when they put so many tabs on them, is you have to get them out. I'm not going to do it that way. Is there a better way to do this? I have to take this whole thing off to try and get to that back part. Okay, so let's just take all this off then. If I'm already having to take it off, I may as well just take it off. Okay. So, yeah. And we do have more of the little head tabby things, which is fine. But also, always just irritating trying to get these off. Again, I applaud Disney Store for going plastic free, because there are so many things on toys that just don't need to be there, honestly. Like, all of this stuff does not need to be posed on there as much as it is. Now, where is she being held in by still? Really? All that for that little plastic thing that's supposed to hold her hair? That was a lot of tension for that little thing. And so she is on like her own unique style body, which is kind of fun. But that means that this outfit, if it even has a zipper, or so it does have a little Velcro. This outfit might fit onto a Monster High doll, maybe. I don't know. The proportions are all out of whack on her, but. And she definitely does not stand on her own. No, she does not. So she's gonna sit. And we are gonna take this little mask out. And just see how the, oh, it literally just has some sticky stuff on the back. So that's kind of cool. That is a cool way to do it, to where it stays on. And it does just stick on. So I actually kind of like that. That is a cool way to do those masks. Unfortunately, that is going to be entirely molded just to her head, but that is also like a really cool thing just to note going forward with other toys, you know? Now, whether or not in time that material breaks down and leaves you with like a really sticky residue, I don't know. Because this movie already came out several years ago, so these toys are several years old now. And they're still... So I'm just tearing these apart off camera because I cannot go slow when I'm doing these because it is infuriating trying to open these damn things slowly for the camera, y'all. So here we have her. This is in her Elastigirl outfit from the second movie, where she is solo working. Side note, I loved this movie. It was so worth the like 10-year wait. And like an entire generation of children had been born after this movie, after the first movie came out, before the second movie came out, that it was just kind of like, just awkward almost. Because this movie came out, the first movie I think came out in like, I want to say like 2003 or so. And I was like, you know, in middle school when this movie came out. And so it's like a whole different thing, because like it came out and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go see this movie. And then I was like, I am in my late 20s now. That's just weird. Oh my god, another one. The problem with these is they have a collar on the suit that looks really close. Like right in here, I didn't want to get too close because there is like a collar on all of these. So she does have a little bit more of the... So they are not really strong joints, like as you can see, because the clothes kind of get in the way of the joint opening fully. But they are kind of fun. They're definitely like bow-legged. And I can't tell if they're supposed to be as bendy as they are, which would make sense for Elastigirl, but I don't know. So we're gonna take this one off. And again, it is that same sticky material on the back that I love, because we are just going to pop it straight on to her face like that. And it actually doesn't fit on her. It's a little disappointing. Or if it does, I have just not set it on there right. Oh, no, it just pops right back off. So disappointing from Elastigirl's standpoint, because I have a feeling that stuff is going to dry out. And now, this is the last one. I did get this box really beat up at a store called Dirt Cheap. And it was dirt cheap. I think this was like $6 or something like that. It was like a $40 toy. So I'm not complaining about the box quality, because yeah. And I don't think that this guy even works anymore as far as like his mechanics. But we're gonna take a look at him. Oh, he includes a stand. That's kind of impressive. I didn't think he would. So we're going to get him out as quickly as possible. So here's a little stand that he comes with. It's kind of fun. Now I only have a few of these bigger action figure type dolls. The main one that I got recently-ish being Maui from Moana, just because I like to have characters be in scale to their actual performances, and I don't know how this is supposed to fit in. do you think this is supposed to go on? This is supposed to go like that? No, right? Oh, okay. He has actual holes that these plug into. That makes sense. So he does not stand on his own, but he does stand with the stand. And now let's see if he has... No.
Yeah, baby! Don't worry, I've got it covered.
Okay, so he does work still. That's kind of surprising. I'm going to turn him off so I don't hear him in the closet, like, screaming in the middle of the night. So he does have some kind of, like, molding remnants left over on this side that I'm gonna take this off with my nippers. It hopefully will be strong enough to work, which it does not look like it's going to be. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate when there's just like an obvious defect in the toy, kind of like that. It might just need to be malleted in a little bit, but he's cute. He does have the articulation where he can go like that, he can go like that. So, I mean, he looks pretty good. As far as, like, in proportion, I wish he was a little bit bigger, because Miss Incredible is the same size as him, and she's supposed to stop about, like, here. And I think they did do a doll version of him that's a little more in scale. But, again, this is what I found, so this is what I bought. And he's cool. I like him. I'm not upset about him. He does have a little bit of paint missing on his hands. Like, this guy's kind of in rough shape, but again, based on what I paid for him, based on compared to his not worth, but original retail cost, yeah, it's a good deal still. So, Mr. Incredible. I don't know if you can see his blue eyes under there, but it is under his mask. And again, his mask does not come off, it's molded on. So, I mean, there's the Incredibles line that I had, the Jakks Pacific and Disney collection, and none of them want to sit up on their own right now. They are being divas, darling. But sometimes you just have to be a little bit dramatic. But, you know, they all look pretty fun, and, you know, if they're not perfect, well, you know, I still like Edna because I can stick her next to my Marvel superhero dolls, and she can have sassy comments. Or she may turn into running a Ken whorehouse. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's gonna happen with Edna, but she's cute and I love her. She is everything, darling. So, tune in next time for another episode of What's in My Closet that I need to unbox because it takes up too much room.